It began with a very specific question. When do you think the next technological breakthrough is going to occur? And it ended with a very specific answer. And between the two lies the tale. Hi, this is David Allen Greer for the Errant hashtag. And today we're talking about a subject that is called the point of recognition. I had been gathering myself and getting ready for a long airplane flight home. I'd been pulling out of my briefcase a number of old IEEE magazines that I needed to read. Software, internet computing, even a few issues of my favorite annals. My seatmate looked over at the growing pile and recognized the logo at least, and said, "So you're with the IEEE?" When I acknowledged it, he then asked, "When do you think the next technological breakthrough is going to occur?" Without much thought, I answered the spring of 2017. He looked a bit puzzled for a moment. "That's a very specific date," he said. "What makes you so sure?" Well, I explained that 2017 would likely be at the end of the next global recession. We rarely go more than 6 or 7 years without one. And that the last 4 recessions had major impacts upon computing. The first of these recessions, the one in 1983, brought PCs to the fore and changed the way we thought about small personal computers. The next one, which occurred in 1991, changed the structure of the industry. It moved hardware manufacture out of the United States and established software as the dominant source of innovation. We know about the third recession, that of 2001, because we call it the Internet bubble. It was a time that saw the end of the first generation of Internet firms, those that did not have a clear enough idea and a clear enough business plan to operate, and replaced with a second generation, those that did and could survive. The most recent recession, the one that began in 2008 and has lingered on, saw a shift to different things. Mobile devices became the dominant platform for innovation. And we started thinking about how we could organize work across geography, across time, using the tools of social networking. My seatmate became excited at my little speech and immediately pulled out his cell phone so that he could tweet the response to all of his followers. Apparently no idea in the modern age is truly an idea until its altitude and azimuth have been fixed in the Twitterverse. If he had stopped for just a moment, he might have seen some of the holes in my argument. We are all deeply enamored with the idea of creative destruction. We naturally accept the idea that a recession moves assets from failing businesses and inefficient technologies into new businesses and new and innovative technologies. Perhaps it does, and perhaps it doesn't. The PC industry started well before '93, and it really didn't become dominant until several years afterwards. Software as an industry started in the 70s and was well established by 1991. 2001 did indeed see a shifting of assets from one kind of internet firm to another, but it also coincided with several policy decisions and treaties that fixed how taxes would be handled on the internet, and therefore removed a great deal of uncertainty from internet commerce. In the last recession, we saw the elements of that in play well before the economy got tight. Social computing can be traced back to 2004, older if you want to include different forms of technology. Crowdsourcing and the new forms of work, well, that's 2005, and again can be stretched back to the outsourcing days of the 90s. And of course, the smartphone and all of the tools that came with it starts in 2006. So if these recessions do indeed transfer resources, the resources are already up and operational well before the economy starts to get difficult, and people start to look for better returns on their investment. But these recessions also transfer our attention as well. As we see the economy getting tight, and as we start to lose our faith in some of the old businesses, we look for signs and symbols that we're going to be better, that we're going to come out of this problem, and something new will take its place. And so at each of these points, We were ready to see a new business, and we put our hope in it. So, if there is going to be a change in 2016 or 17 or even 18, it's going to involve technologies and perhaps even businesses that are already in their formative stages. The change in economic fortunes may transfer assets to those businesses and technology, but it will also transfer our interests and hopes as well. So our task at the moment is to get ready for the next opportunity, which will come with the next hard times. Get our ideas ready, refine the technology, remove the bugs, get it formed and shaped into a good product or service. So when the time comes, when we reach that point of recognition, we will have ourselves ready for the next technological breakthrough. This is David Allen Greer for the Errant hashtag. Take care.